Okie dokie, welcome everybody. This is the first Reps Call of June. So hello, hello, welcome to the summer for the North Hemisphere. I hope it's warm and nice wherever you are in the world. It's certainly warm and nice here in Berlin. Rosanna can testify to that. Today, I'm gonna say hello to who I see on the Etherpad. I see Emin, Sandeep, Sami, Sarwan, Kiki, Manel, Rosanna, and Liv. I know that there are more of you in Ermo and there are more of you in the room, so do add your name, and Kiki wants to know what is your favorite food. So don't let Kiki know about your spicy or non-spicy different choices. I know she likes very much eating spicy food because Indonesian people do. And by stopping my rambling on food, I'm gonna give two shout outs. Firstly, to Paul Wright. You know him as Seburo. He might not be a rep, but he has been participating on this support sprint and he has been doing an amazing job on replying on Google Play Store reviews. So I would like to give him a shout out here, even though he cannot attend. And another one, I will finish it once I am done. Speaking to all the amazing reps who have organizing events around the world. We already have 46, so thank you for participating in the sprint. It's going pretty well, and I'm gonna give an update about it soon. Without further delay, I will pass now the microphone to Señorita Rosanna Ardila, who is used to be our reps program manager, and she has joined us again to talk about data analysis challenge. Rosanna, the floor is yours.
Awesome, thank you. Well, first of all, before I start talking about the challenge, thank you so much for the invitation. It's wonderful to be here and see things that are still going well, like everyone writing their names and the shout outs and everything organized. It's really nice to see the reps call. But also what's really amazing is to see how all reps are super energized and doing amazing things. For example, the support sprint. So kudos, thank you everyone. And the other thing that I came here is to share a little bit about a challenge that we're organizing with the Systems Research Group, which is a group that is in the Firefox team. And what they do is they try to focus data science and a little bit of machine learning to help Firefox get better. And so Martin Lopatka, who is my partner in crime in this challenge, worked with two cohorts of students. And so last year, a cohort of students actually did this web crawl to get a data set together. So basically what you have to imagine is we crawled the web and we only took, of course, publicly available information. So there's nothing that very sensitive.
Rosanna?
Yeah.
Really sorry for stopping you there. We have a feedback from people who are watching on YouTube and Ermo that your audio is really low. If you can boost up a little bit so people can hear you.
Oh, better. I don't have usually a problem of being not being well to listen. So let me know if it's a little bit better. Maybe it's my connection. In any case, so what we did, a group of students help us get together that data set. They basically crawl the web, so we have only publicly available information. And then another group of students actually help us clean that data set because there's a lot of things that are not easy to recognize. And so basically they cleaned that data set and then they took a first pass at analyzing what information is there. And the students found a lot of interesting things. For example, cryptojacking. People who use your browser to mine cryptocurrencies happens predominantly or happens very often on video streaming sites because your computer is already pretty, it's heavily used. So it's unlikely that you're gonna, notice that they're also using your computer for mining cryptocurrencies, and they can predict that you're going to be long on the website because you are actually streaming something, right? And so this is something that they sort of found out. They also found some interesting things around JavaScript. Most of the data set is focused on JavaScript and how JavaScript is used, when are different functions used, how are different scripts connected to each other. But one of the things that the team discovered is that there's actually a lot of things that we could learn from this data set if we had diverse eyes looking at it, right? So what we decided to do is we decided to launch a small challenge. And what we're doing is we're calling out data scientists, students, computer scientists, anyone who thinks that they can take a step at this data set to actually go and look into this JavaScript and help us understand what this means for the use of the web. We have three categories for the challenge, but they're very loosely defined, which means if you are like if you're going to take part of this challenge, you have a lot of flexibility and a lot of freedom to go about and just explore the data set. We are going to have time until the end of August. And so in the northern hemisphere, that would be the summer. In the south, that would be the winter. And for the happy people who live in the tropics, you know, it's just a couple of months in the middle of the year. Uh, so we hope that you'll be able to take a step at it. I think this is an amazing opportunity, especially if you are interested in becoming or like being a data scientist or learning a little bit. Sorry. And so if you're looking forward to learning more data science and taking that step at this data set, it's an amazing opportunity. And then the other thing that that is interesting is even if maybe you don't manage to get in for the challenge, which I really hope you get, you can still take this and use it as a base for example, your master's thesis or your, like if you can take this data set and use it for whatever you're doing. So either you want to build a resume and actually have a pull request on GitHub that shows that you did some data science work. That's an amazing thing. But also you can figure out, like there's an opportunity also for you to take this and take it to university or the work that you're doing and take it further. So I think that there's a lot of interesting opportunities here. And besides that, we're going to take the best analysis, the winners of the 3 analysis, and we're going to invite them to MozFest. And this year MozFest is going to be around data. And so we want to invite people to MozFest. And if everything is right, and if depending on the winners, we might also have a session where the winners will be able to speak, like hold a session at MozFest, presenting their analysis. And so here's the call to action to you reps. First of all, if you are into data science, if you want to get into data science, this is an interesting opportunity, right? Everything is on the link that Constantina shared. We have a landing page for the challenge, but also everything is on GitHub. Also the instructions on how to participate. Then go for it. Like the more people, the better. We really hope to learn a lot of things. We think that there's a lot of information that we cannot cover ourselves, and that's why we need the community. But also, if you know a community, if you know a university, if you know university programs, right, with computer science, data science students, please pass this to them, because I think this would be super interesting. Also, if you're attending a meetup in your hometown, right? Maybe there's a data science meetup. That's also a great place to bring this challenge. And so if you want to participate, help us by participating. If not, please spread the word in your communities. Check out the meetup groups, check out the Facebook groups in your area, and try to get as many data scientists as possible and aspiring scientists as possible to take a step at this challenge. So that's from me. We're really hoping to see the amazing insights that we can get from the global community. So really looking up to you, reps. I don't know if you have any questions. Let me know.
Hey, Rosanna, this is pretty cool. We already have 2 questions in the Etherpad. Somebody is asking, is this challenge just for students or anybody can participate?
No, that's maybe like we think it's particularly interesting for students, but this is open to anyone, right? Like if you're a seasoned data scientist, also please come and participate. There is nothing, and again, the prize here is being invited to MozFest, but also we will be speaking about your work, and of course it will be documented on GitHub. So this is for students, but also like if you're a seasoned, we also need people who like sort of like have the data science skills. So it's for both. It's for students, but also for people who are maybe have a little bit more skills. There's nothing within the challenge requirements that restricts this only to students. So anyone, any anyone that basically can participate.
Cool. And there is another one coming for you. Can someone use a data set for public speaking?
Sure, it's that data set is open source. It's an open source data set. You can go there, you can check it out, and then you can figure out the license, and then you can you can figure that out. Everything is there on the data set. So I don't know how, that's an interesting question, how you'd like use it for data, like for public speaking, but there is, you can definitely use it according to the license.
Cool. On how to use it, I think that was Manel who asked the question. So I don't want to know if you, Manel, would like to ask anything further about this.
Yeah, I just asked about that because I heard that you said it's open source, but I don't know if like I wanna talk in a conference about Python and data, am I able to use this data or not?
Sure. So again, it is. I'm blanking a little bit on the exact license, but again, you should check out the license and you can mine that data. It's open source. In terms of the technical requirements for using the data, everything is documented on GitHub. So if you go to the challenge, they link to the data set, and then you'll be able to learn everything you need to know, both from sort of from a license perspective, but also how to technically work with this data set.
Perfect. Thank you.
Cool, Vince. Are there any other questions for Zana? Okay, okay. Thank you very much, Rosanna, for being here. If you have any other questions, do add your comments on Discord. I will watch those comments and I will let Rosanna know about your questions. I'm going to pass to the next topic. I'm going to be brief because we also have council updates coming up. We have the Sumo Play Store screen running right now, and I wanted to give some numbers. Lucy has already put some numbers on Discord, but I wanted to give the update on where we're standing right now. We're on 900 responses that waiting on moderation and 350 responses that have been approved by community. That gives around 1,250 responses in total, which is amazingly good. Like I want to give you an understanding of what that means. When some employees and 2-3 volunteers tried to tackle it last month, in a whole month they did 400 reviews. And the community, when we gave them the tool, in 5 days they did triple what the employees and a few volunteers can do. So this is amazing work from all of you, and I would like to thank you personally about this. We are lacking some moderating. As you can see, 1 out of 3 have already been approved, and it would be the same if we don't approve them and we don't put them live. So I'm asking in languages like Indonesian and French, we have the biggest backlog of responses need to be moderated. So if you speak any of those languages, I know these two ladies, Mermi and Kiki, speak. So do go and moderate. That would be very helpful for us to be able to upload your responses, because 95% of the responses are really good, and it would be a shame not for them not to go up and show to the world what the volunteers can do in the language. So go and moderate. Have your events. I know your events are still happening today, tomorrow, and then the day after tomorrow. That is pretty amazing. We will, of course, take those responses and we will upload them. The first upload is coming up tomorrow. So you will actually see your responses being live on Google Play Store tomorrow, which is pretty nice. I'll send screenshots as soon as it happens. I don't know, does anybody have any questions, or should I give the floor to Señorita Manel? Nope. Okie dokie. Manel, the floor is yours. You are on council updates.
Thank you. Sorry, first of all, I think my connection is very, very low, but I will try to make it quick. So we have some updates after our last call, which happened 2 days ago. We finally finalized the OKRs 1 and 2 for the upcoming quarters, and we splitted the like each QR to a specific person, and for some QRs we have like a responsible and a supervisor for the QR. And mainly our QRs are about improving reps process for people who are already reps or the new upcoming reps. And we are one of the other OKR is we are trying to ensure community members are aligned with the shared leadership agreement. And as far as I know, Daniele and someone else from the council started already working on the H2 reps plan for 2018. And also in these last 2 weeks, or mainly this week, most of the council were busy for planning for the all hands meeting that is gonna happen next week. Yeah, that's the only updates that I have.
Cool beans. Any questions for Manel? Okie dokie. I don't see anything on non-preferred questions. I see a non-verbal update. Common Voice is now multilingual. Go and check out the blog that is make the announcement. You will also see very nice stories of communities around the world collecting sentences so Common Voice goes multilingual. This was a team effort, and I'm very, very happy to see community feature in there. So nice, go and check it out. Go and add your voice if you speak French, German, or Welsh. Or we still need voices in English, of course. And Michael Henretti and the Common Voice team is working to put more languages in the Common Voice website. With that, and without no further delay, I am gonna open the floor if somebody wants to add anything. Otherwise, we can close this call. Okie dokie, nothing. We are all very quiet today. That's okay. I would like to remind you, because next week is the All Hands, we won't have a reps call. Since during the All Hands, unfortunately, our amazing AV Ops team is occupied with All Hands stuff, so they cannot support us. And of course, the council is on All Hands participating. So we won't have a call next week, but we will be back in 2 weeks. So see you all in 2 weeks and have a great rest of the day. Bye.